our first idea is pretty basic. It says use a calculator to convert to 2 degrees. So they give you like this. So I'll say 1, and if it doesn't have a degree sign with it, it means it's radians. So how do we convert this? And it says to the 10th. So what do you do to convert to degrees? You multiply by what? Over? Yes, 180 over pi. So all they want you to do is put this in your calculator and figure out, like round it. So 1 times 180 over pi would equal 180 divided by pi, which is 57.29578 degrees, but they want you to round it to the nearest tenth, so 57.3 degrees. That was easy enough, right? This is when there's no pi on it, so converting without a pi. And this is from radians to degrees. The second idea uses the table. So we're going to come back to the table. Okay, so remember in the table it went like this: 0, 1/2, square root of 2 over 2, square root of 3 over 2, 1, and then the opposite direction, correct? Like these should be, I'm doing these quickly because we should have these down by now. The only thing you're going to add to your table now is you have theta in degrees, let's add it in radians. 0 is the same as 0, right? 30 is the same as pi over what? So if I take 30 and I multiply by pi over 180, what does that give me? 3 pi over 18, or what? Pi over 6. Good, so this is pi over 6. 45 is going to be what? Does anybody know? I just had them written over here. Right above here. Pi over 4. So 45 is pi over 4. Oh, and 60 is pi over 3. 90 is pi over 2. So now, what we're going to be doing is just problems involving, so let's say, involving pi, and they're going to give you the angle in radians instead of degrees. So say they say cosecant 5 pi over 6. Okay, so this is an example. Cosecant, well, first of all, what's the reference angle? So if it's over 6, 4, 3, what can we do? So pi over 6. So we're going to look for cosecant of pi over 6. But we can't do that because cosecant's not on here, but cosecant's buddy is. What's cosecant's buddy? No, sine. So sine pi over 6. So we'll look up sine pi over 6. So pi over 6 sine is 1/2. That means cosecant's going to be what? 2. Okay, the last thing we need to do, and this was a problem that some people had, I don't know when to change the signs, like SAGN, so positive or negative. All students take calculus, remember. What quadrant is 5 pi over 6 going to be in? 2, right? Because 5, 6 is close to 1, but not over 1. So it's in quadrant 2. Sine is what? Positive. That means cosecant's going to be positive. Cosecant's the same buddy. So they're both going to be positive, so we leave it as positive.